drinks, which is I think very common for a lot of customers. We learn how to make latte and cappuccino. These are your fundamental drinks. Because once you learn how to make these two drinks, you can basically make most drinks in the market because they are all variations of these two drinks anyway. You know, your mocha latte, your caramel latte, whatever latte, right? This is actually from the basic latte itself. It's just that you expand it to add on a separate flavor, okay, in that. But the concept is there, okay, in that. And so predominantly what we aim to do today in the next 2 hours is to learn how to make properly the core components of espresso coffee, namely learn how to pull an espresso shot properly and also froth your milk correctly so that you will get enough microfoam for your latte and also enough microfoam for your cappuccino, and your milk itself, the temperature would be just right. We don't want super hot coffee. Of course, if you want, I can show you how to adapt your method, okay, to get hotter coffee.
Hotter, yeah.
I know there are some people out there who love their coffees
Very hot.
extra hot.
Yes.
Okay, you know, to us it's like boiling really, but to them it's like, okay, I can deal with it, you know. But to each his own. I mean, it's entirely up to you. But of course, anything that is beyond the normal, this is where you need to adapt your method a little bit to get what you want without jeopardizing the texture or the rest of the thing in here. Okay, in that. All right. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask. Okay, and don't worry, both of you will get your turn to make coffees and whatnot. Okay? All right. So you have a machine at home, right? Have you tried using it?
No.
Eh?
It's not nice.
So after this, are you going to claim it? Are you there? Sister, hey, come, give me. Okay, let me practice. I'm sure machine. Like for you down the line, if you do intend to, let's say, start off a business of your own, a cafe and whatnot, then suggestion is to start off with equipment that suits your needs. Okay, if your production is very low, like one day you make 2-3 cups a day, home machines, fine. Okay, you can wait for it, you know, to turn around and whatnot. But if it's business, you want a quick turnaround time. You want quick production, lots of it. So you need commercial machines that are able to crank up and churn out coffees in a much shorter period of time. So get the equipment that suits your needs in that. Business for business, home for home. Okay, of course, at home you want a, like for us, right, at home most of us can deal with normal compact cars, you know, your mighty one can. But some of us will say, no, I want Ferrari. Okay, go get your Ferrari, okay? As long as it fits you, you're happy with it, you know, it suits your purpose, go for it. Because some of us like, I live for speed, okay, go get your Ferrari, okay? No problem, okay? So that's the idea here. But whatever equipment that you use, know that there are some pros and cons. There will be certain limitations when it comes to, let's say, either or. So as long as you know their limitations, you will know how to work around it. Don't force your machine to do something that it cannot do. Okay? You're just going to get frustrated at the end of the day. Okay, be like, why can I do it? Okay, but the thing is, if it cannot do it, like you said, if it's a tiny little like kancil, right, or axia, okay, it's like so small, you want it to race like a Ferrari, okay, it's like, okay, dream on, okay, but I mean, you can try, but it's not gonna end well, okay, in that. So that's the idea. So today we're working on this machine, which is a commercial machine. That's also a commercial machine, okay, but it's called a single group. Single group means one head and one frothing one at one station. This is called a double group, okay, machine. A lot of cafes will have this. Now, mainly because with double group, you can increase the production of up to 4 shots, okay, at the same time in that. That one maximum is only 2 shots.
2 shots.
Which is still okay if, let's say, for some of us, our vision of our business is like a smaller business or mobile business, like food truck, okay, or you're more of an events company, you want to move around, you want something lighter, then that would be a great one, okay, over here. So take your time to see which machine or which capacity that you know is more suited, and then you can move on to look at the pricing or the specs and whatnot. Okay? So if you're ready, come. Let's get over here. Let's get okay, what we need. Okay. So when it comes to making coffee, so first things first is, what do I need? Okay? What do I need? What you see here, okay, are your basic setup set in that. So you'll have your espresso machine. The big items is your espresso machine and your grinder, or like this and this. Big ones is your espresso machine and your grinder over here. Now here's also one difference that you will see. For commercial models, you don't normally see the grinder attached to the machine
machine.
itself. Why? Because commercial machines tend to be turned on the entire day when the operating hours are run. And it's hot. You can see the temperature here, it is 120 degrees. It's really hot. If your grinder is on top, where your beans are on top, what it means is that your coffee beans will be roasted continuously the whole day. You end up with burnt coffee. That's not what you want, okay? Home machines is a different story because home machine one FAQ that gets asked is, hey, can I put more coffee grounds? If I want stronger coffee, can I put more coffee grounds? Yes, you can, provided that your basket is able to accommodate the extra size in that, all right? So most of the time when you buy, they might give you one set, for example, 7 grams, 14 grams, single shot, double shot, or 8, 16. If you are more on the American style, one shot could go up to 10.5 grams, and double shot is up to 21 grams. Okay, so you decide. So then you can tell the seller that I want a certain set, okay, of basket. If they do have it, then they will change it for you in there. All right. So, and this is the part, everyone. You have a home or you have a business. Remember to clean it. Okay, don't just clean outside. Okay, once in a while. Okay, like maybe after a few days, you can see there's a gap here. You see there's a gap here. What you do is you take a sharp object or something thin, take it out. Okay, take it out. You need to scrape. Okay, here, let me show you. Powder, got soap powder now? Okay, very good. Okay, got soap powder. Then know which button that you need to press.
You need soap powder?
No. It's best to have your espresso
cleaner.
Okay, you see the tiny guy there?
Yeah.
That's your soap powder, okay?
Okay.
Yes, so don't worry, it's available, okay? It's usually very easily available, okay, wherever you are. So you just have to get that. And then make sure you know the right button to press. The machine will do the job for you. You hear like, so it kind of flushes off. You hear like flush off the grind there, okay? That's the idea. Now, of course, on days where you may not be washing with soap, but you feel like, I still want to clean a little bit, right? Then you can also go for the cleaning brush, this one. And this is a cleaning brush, okay? Yeah, sort of your machine's toothbrush lah. But you see, it's normally round because it is designed. Yeah, it's round so that it can fit the ribs very nicely. So this, and it's very hard. You can feel that the whistle is very hard. So it's easy.
It's like stainless.
Stainless steel, but not stainless steel. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't catch the filter. Okay, so the idea it's a bit stiffer so that it can scrape off the coffee grind residue in there. So there are two ways, okay, to go about it. But of course, with soap, it's a much thorough cleaning, okay, in there. All right. So these are your cleaning materials. How to close it, everyone? There's a two. These are your portafilter's ears. Any machine that you own or you have at the moment, at least for once, stick your head under and see where's the opening. Okay, in there. For this machine, all you have to do is make sure the ears are horizontal, and you can see my handle is sloping downwards, not handle like this, like that. You see, if I hold straight like this, right, my handle is straight like this. You can see, only one ear goes in. All right, so you need to slant a bit because you need this part to be straight. See that? You see that? Closing is anti-clockwise, open is clockwise. Now when you close, you don't have to do the Hulk and not like that. Tray here. This tray here is with the purpose of lifting your cup so that when your espresso comes out, less splash in there. You want your crema, your oil to look very nice. The trick is to minimize the splash. So you have a tray so that your cup is here. Alright? If you want cold drinks, like for those of you running business, cold drinks, just lift this off and put the tall glass there. Voila! You have your cold drinks straight up. Okay. Some machines will not have this because, okay, where is the hole? Where is the gap? Okay. Some machines will not have this because the gap between the head and the portafilter is lower. Like this one, you see?
Yeah.
This one has not because it's lower. This one is higher. Okay, in there. Alright. Good. Now this, you can see the pattern here. These two sets, they're the same, but they work on separate boards, so don't worry, okay, in there. So there are two sets of buttons here. Single shot, double shot. Alright. There's a second set. A lot of people ask, why is there a second set? Now, of course, when it comes to commercial machine, they normally come with an optional extra set, because who knows, you might want to program a different amount of water to be released. Some places where you have different coffee sizes, like your venti, grande and whatnot, that is, right? You may have a different amount of water. So they will give you the option, okay, you want different set, let's do it, but I'll give you single and double, because, well, you have single and double in there, alright? This button here, okay, is for water release, but usually manual, which means you want to stop, you have to press it again. The first 4 buttons, they stop on their own. For example, you see this one 2 feet, right? So which means double shot. So I will press this one. Okay. So what it does is the machine says, oh, you want water, so I'll give you enough water to make 2 shots of espresso. This one is single shot, so which means I'm going to press the first one. So the machine thinks, oh, you want water for 1 shot, I give you that. See, it stops after a while. Understand?
Yes.
So the thing is, how fast or how slow this water flows through your coffee grinds, that depends very much on how we prepare over here in that. So as a barista, the magic isn't here, the magic starts there. This one you simply go and do, okay, your coffee finish lah, okay, in there. Alright, so you've got to be a bit more careful in how to prepare this part. But for this machine, its main goal is to help you, the barista, convert the ingredients into your core components. That is your espresso shot and also your milk. Your milk and your foam is actually produced by this one, okay, your frothing one. This is the operating, okay, knob. Commercial machines, either you have knob style or you have lever style, okay, the kind of lever you can press up and down, alright, doesn't matter. Just make sure it's enough power. Don't be shy. You spend so much money buying the machine, use the full power. Don't be shy about it. Don't, very scared, no. Turn it on. How you know it's full power? Listen to the sound. Once the sound reaches the peak and doesn't change anymore, you know you've hit full power. Listen to this. See that? That means full power. And you notice I don't even turn 360 degrees. Okay? 180 degrees only. Whatever machine that you have, test out your frothing one's ability. Some of us may need to turn over and over again. Some is just maybe one big round, good enough. Or if you have lever, even better, press all the way down. That's it, okay, in that, alright? Now, safety tip, everyone. This machine, as I mentioned, operates at very high temperatures. So which means you need to be careful to avoid getting burnt accidentally, okay? So any parts that are insulated, for example, the handle, okay, here, the grip, okay, and whatnot, here, okay, safe to touch. Anything that's metal, don't touch. See, the Italians are very clever. See, you don't understand my language, that's fine. I color code for you. Color code for you. Everything that's non-metal colored, okay, you can touch. Okay, see, buttons can. This part is also very hot, so just be careful about it in that. Okay, and frothing ones, when not in use, inwards.
Inward.
Don't leave it like that. Okay, don't leave it like this because
it be accidentally.
yes, okay. And if you see, my machine is actually placed deeper into the table. A lot of machines are placed closer to the counter.